This is Sarah Rudolph with Vital Life Physical Therapy and Wellness in Longview, Texas. Today I am going to show you a nerve mobility sequence. Some people call this neural flossing. Some people call it by different terms. So today I'm just going to call it neural mobility or neural glides. Now we have the sciatic nerve that runs down the back of the leg, and sometimes when you've had back pain issues or a disc issue or even back surgery, you still end up with tightness in those fibers down the leg. And it's also important to remember that the nerve runs through a sheath, a nerve sheath, and then that nerve in its sheath also sometimes has to run between muscles or very close to muscles, and it's very important for those nerves to be able to move freely, not only within their sheath, but then also for the sheath to be able to move and have a certain amount of ability to move in the path that it's running, so crossing each joint that it traverses and being able to move freely. So sometimes when there's a restriction along the pathway of the nerve, that can add to a feeling of tension or even pain. So sometimes we do these neural flossing or neural guide exercises to kind of like eliminate the barriers in the pathway for that nerve. So with the straight leg raise, what you would do is lie down on your back. You don't necessarily have to have a pillow under your head. In fact, it's preferable for you not to. So let's say it's the left leg that I want to work on. What I would do would be to keep the leg straight to start off with, and then I'm going to raise the leg to where I feel that pulling sensation, but not pain, okay? And so where you feel that pulling and it's maybe about to start being really uncomfortable, then you're going to go ahead and bend and flex at the knee. So you're releasing the stretch over the knee, and then you're increasing the stretch on the nerve fibers as you extend the knee. And so you'll do about 10 of those. And then once you've done 10, you will more than likely feel that it's a little easier and a little less pull at that point. And then you can hold the leg straight and then go ahead and flex the foot towards you so that you're stretching the nerve now over the ankle joint, and then point the toes away from you so you're relaxing it over the ankle joint. And then you're going to flex and point and flex and point, and you're going to do that 10 times. Now if you have difficulty holding the leg up, you could quite easily use a belt or a strap or one of those stretchy exercise bands to just help you support the weight of the foot. Now once you've done 10 of these, again you may feel it quite a bit looser, and so then I would recommend holding the foot pulled back towards you. And again, you can use a strap or a belt here to help. And then what you're going to do is actually flex the neck to bring the chin towards the chest, and then lay it back down, and flex up and lay it back down. Now with this one you may feel a little more pull because we're actually now causing the nerve to have to glide in the opposite direction, but sometimes this actually feels relieving and it feels like a little bit less. So whichever way, it doesn't really matter, but it's just important that that nerve can glide in both directions, both towards the foot and towards the head. So again, you would do 10 of this activity, and then lay your head down, and then you can gradually bend the knee and put your foot down. Now, I do recommend doing these on both legs, even if you only have pain down one leg, and that's because everything is connected. Your nerves both come out of the spinal cord and go down your legs, but they're ultimately connected. So a lot of times, even mobilizing the nerve on the side of the unaffected leg can actually help improve the mobility on the leg where you feel symptoms. In fact, many times I have people do the asymptomatic leg first. In other words, the leg that you don't feel pain or tightness in. You could actually do that one first, and for each leg you go to the limit for that one. So I may be a lot more limber in my one foot, my right leg, and then I'm going to take it up further to where I feel that pull but not pain, and then I will go ahead and start the activity over there, first with the knee and then with the foot. Just put it in the screen for you, and then again holding it at that point of stretch, and then lifting the head. So you do each of those no more than 10 times. You can overdo it with nerves, and if you do overdo it, sometimes you can flare them up and you may be in more pain the next day. So this is a neural mobility stretch. I'm sorry, that's my cat. Just used the tripod as a scratching post. So give it a try, and again, nerves can be sensitive, so don't overdo it. And this would be an exercise that I would recommend you do under the supervision of your physical therapist. So again, this is Sarah Rudolph with Vital Life Physical Therapy and Wellness in Longview, Texas.